tense whisper tone. On her wedding night, a bride hid under a bed, hoping to surprise the man she loved. What she overheard instead would unravel everything she believed about her marriage and reveal a betrayal deeper than she could have imagined. This is her story, told in her own words, reconstructed from the recording she made that night. Dark bedroom, moonlight through curtains, a wedding dress crumpled on the floor near a bed. Camera slowly pushes in toward the shadow under the bed frame. Slow zoom, heavy silence, cinematic dark bedroom at night, moonlight streaming through sheer curtains. White wedding dress crumpled on hardwood floor, shadowy figure hiding under a bed. Dramatic film noir lighting, suspenseful atmosphere, 8K, photorealistic. Her name was Valeria Castillo. Just 3 hours earlier, she had married Andres Leon in a grand mansion in the Roma neighborhood. White flowers everywhere, a live mariachi band, and her new mother-in-law, Sonia Rebecca, crying tears that looked, at the time, completely genuine. Flashback shots, elegant wedding mansion, floral arches, guests dancing, bride and groom exchanging vows, warm golden light. Rebecca dabbing tears with a handkerchief. Luxurious Mexican wedding mansion courtyard, white floral arch, mariachi band playing, elegant guests dancing, golden hour lighting, warm, romantic cinematic photography. "You're my daughter now," Rebecca had whispered in her ear. Valeria believed her. She had no reason not to. But beneath the celebration, a plan was already in motion, one designed to expose the true face of the family she had just joined. Close up on mother-in-law's face smiling warmly at the bride. Quick match cut to the same face turning cold and calculating. Ominous music swell. Close-up portrait of an elegant older woman with a warm smile fading into a cold, calculating stare. Elegant wedding attire, dramatic side lighting, unsettling atmosphere, cinematic portrait photography. Hello everyone, and welcome back to True Love and Stories. We're so glad you're here. If you enjoy heartwarming love stories, emotional moments, and inspiring relationship journeys, you're in the right place. Before we begin, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you never miss any of our latest stories. We'd also love to hear from you, so leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Thank you for your support. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy today's story on True Love and Stories. Valeria had hidden under the bed as an innocent joke. Andres had gone down to the lobby for his forgotten watch, and she planned to jump out laughing when he returned. Instead, the first person to enter the room was her mother-in-law, already on the phone. Shot from under the bed's silver heels entering the room, a hand holding a phone, tense framing through the bedskirt. Point of view shot from under a bed, silver high heels walking across a wooden floor, hand holding a smartphone, dim moody lighting, suspenseful thriller cinematography. That silly Valeria doesn't suspect a thing, Rebecca said into the phone, almost giggling. On the other end, a woman's voice asked if the paperwork had been signed. Rebecca's answer was chilling in its calm. Andres just needed to make her look unstable for a few days. Rebecca pacing the room whispering into the phone. Camera holds tight on her expression. Dim lamplight casting long shadows. Elegant woman pacing a dim bedroom whispering into a phone. Long dramatic shadows. Moody lamplighting. Cinematic thriller still. The target was the house in San Angel, an old property with bougainvillea at the entrance and a sunlit patio. A house Valeria had imagined filled with Sunday mornings, coffee, sweet bread, and children's laughter. A house she had bought, in full, 4 months before the wedding. Dreamy flashback of the San Angel house, bougainvillea vines, a sunny patio. An imagined family scene, fading into the dark present of the bedroom. Warm, sunny Mexican courtyard house, with bougainvillea flowers. Wooden patio table, nostalgic dreamlike lighting, cinematic transition style. What Rebecca and Andres didn't know was who Valeria really was. Not just Valeria Castillo, but Valeria Montes Castillo, granddaughter of Amalia Montes, founder of one of Mexico City's most respected construction companies. Old sepia-toned photo of a grandmother figure transitioning to a modern shot of a Mexico City skyline, with construction cranes and a company sign. Sepia-toned vintage photograph of an elegant grandmother figure, transitioning into a modern Mexico City skyline with construction cranes, warm nostalgic cinematic style. Her grandmother had taught her one hard truth: if someone loves you for your name, they never loved you at all. So Valeria lived simply, working quietly at a clinic in Coyoacan, never once mentioning the family fortune behind her. Valeria in a modest clinic uniform, helping a patient, humble and warm setting, contrasted with a flash of the grand wedding mansion. Young woman in simple medical clinic uniform, helping an elderly patient, warm, humble lighting, modest Mexican clinic interior, documentary-style photography. The bedroom door opened again. This time, Andres stepped in, asking where his bride was. Rebecca answered without missing a beat: in the bathroom. Yvonne is coming up. Valeria, still hidden, felt something cold settle in her chest. Tense a hallway shot. Andres walking in still wearing his wedding suit. Nervous energy. Dim lighting. Camera lingers on his uneasy expression. Man in formal wedding suit, walking into dim bedroom. Nervous, tense expression. Dramatic low-key lighting. Cinematic thriller mood. Yvonne, the college friend who had been texting Andres late at night for months, always about work. She walked in wearing red heels. Her voice trembling, tired, she said, of hiding. Andres had promised her that after the wedding, Valeria would be gone. Woman in red heels entering the room nervously, exchanging a tense look with Andres, guilt and impatience on both their faces. Woman in elegant red high heels and dress entering dim bedroom nervously, tense dramatic lighting, guilty expression, cinematic film still. The plan was chillingly precise. Andres would claim Valeria had woken up acting strange, aggressive, paranoid. Rebecca would confirm she'd seemed unwell all evening. Yvonne would say Valeria had threatened her the moment she learned about the affair. Dark montage: 3 shadowy silhouettes conspiring, hands shaking on an agreement, dramatic wall shadows resembling puppet strings. 3 shadowy silhouettes of people conspiring in a dim room, dramatic wall shadows resembling puppet strings, noir-style lighting, suspenseful symbolic imagery. Rebecca delivered the final piece of the plan like a recipe. A woman crying always looks guilty if the man stays calm. Andres laughed. In that single laugh, everything Valeria had believed about her marriage quietly, irreversibly died. Extreme close-up on Valeria's eyes under the bed frame, a single tear falling, reflected candlelight, powerful emotional beat. Extreme close-up of a woman's eyes filled with tears under a bed frame, candlelight reflection, emotional dramatic cinematic close-up, shallow depth of field. Andres spoke of what came next: selling the San Angel house, paying off his mother's debts, renting a place in Lomas. Valeria loves the Andres I invented for her, he said. It'll take her a while to accept he never existed. Andres speaking coldly, camera slowly circling him. Yvonne and Rebecca nodding in agreement, sickly green-tinted lighting for unease. Man speaking coldly in dim bedroom, camera circling him. 2 women nodding in agreement, sickly green-tinted dramatic lighting, unsettling cinematic mood. But there was one thing none of them knew. Valeria's phone sat on the nightstand, recording left there to capture a joyful surprise. Instead, it had captured every word of the betrayal. Crystal clear, time-stamped, undeniable. Close-up of a smartphone on a nightstand, red recording indicator blinking, audio waveform overlay animation pulsing with each voice. Close-up of a smartphone on a wooden nightstand with red recording light blinking, dim, moody bedroom background, tense thriller cinematography, audio waveform visual overlay. Resolute tone. Rebecca moved toward the door, ready to let the trap close around Valeria. She had no idea that under that bed, silence was no longer weakness, it was evidence. And the woman they thought they could break had just recorded the last mistake they would ever make. Slow motion shot of Valeria's hand gripping her phone tightly under the bed, determined eyes catching a sliver of light, dramatic music crescendo building toward the final frame. Slow motion close-up of a woman's determined hand, gripping a smartphone tightly under a bed, sliver of light illuminating fierce eyes, dramatic cinematic crescendo lighting. What happens when the hunted becomes the one holding all the power. Subscribe and stay tuned for part 2, where Valeria confronts the family that tried to break her with nothing but the truth in her hands. Channel logo, subscribe button, graphic overlay, teaser flash cuts of upcoming dramatic confrontation scenes, dramatic cinematic title card with bold typography, dark elegant background, subscribe button graphic, teaser montage flash frames, modern YouTube.